In part 8, the final part of this tutorial series, we will build 2 more levels and build our game into an APK which we can install on any Android device. Well, let's save the scene as level 2. And the first thing we're going to do is go into our canvas in our level panel and update the text from level 1 to level 2, so it's clearly the next level. And just hit save on that. So now for this level, we're going to just do something a little bit different. I'm just going to hide this for now. We're going to use our Pro Builder to make a slightly more interesting shape than a prism. So let's keep our game in view. So let's bring this about here, maybe slightly down a bit. Bring it to about there, and we're going to extrude the face. Bring it to about here, and what we're going to create is like a bit of a ramp going up, and then we're going to extrude the face again and then bring it out, so have a little bit of a flat kind of section here. Now if we want to bring this part back a bit, we can go to edge select one of these edges, not that one, select edge loop. So we've got all of the edges all the way around, and then we can just bring that slightly back. Okay, and that's pretty much all we need to do in terms of the Pro Builder. So that's very kind of quick and easy, nothing too complicated there. And if you're on just shaded wireframe, you can kind of see how we've made a slightly more interesting geometry. So now we just want to set up our end zones and our like spawn position. So this spawn position that we had here from before is fine, but our end one here, this will need to be changed. I just wanted to quickly save this and just go back to our levels. Okay, I just wanted to make sure, yeah, end one here is enabled. Cool, that's important. And then what I'm going to do is just try and line this up as best as I can with this angle. Make it a little bit shorter. In fact, let's just keep that in view. Just going to scroll in. Now, to move this down, I'm actually going to set it to local. That's actually quite good. I'm actually quite happy with that in terms of how it's lining up, and bring that maybe about, I don't know, about halfway. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Oh, okay. So that's going to be our end one position. So end one and spawn one, that's all good where that's going to be. Now I'm going to have a different spawn position for the next location, so let's get rid of that end, and I'm going to duplicate this spawn. So for this spawn, I'm going to bring this one a lot closer, bring that up, and we'll call this spawn 2, and then let's enable end 2, and then in our level manager, make sure that our stage 2 is using our spawn 2, and this one is actually just going to sit just going to sit on the end here, right at the end. Actually, what I will do is I'll still use spawn. I'll still use spawn 1 for the second stage, but I'll be using a different end. But then what I'll do is I use spawn 2 for the third stage, and then I will use end 2 for the end, and then we're just not going to have an end 3. That's just not going to exist. Okay. So if we just play that through, we're going to start on the end here. Oh. So even at maximum speed, okay. I might, for our prefab, I might actually increase our burger top speed to like maybe even like 14, because I want the player to be able to overshoot. There we go. Okay. Oh, let's just check our level manager. Oh, so that's N2. Sorry, N1. We're starting with N1. That should be enabled first. Then N2. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I should have had N1 enabled to start off with. Yeah. Okay, N1. N2. There you go, N3. Game complete. All right. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that for level 2. So let's make sure that is saved. And then for level 3, I wanted to make something a bit more interesting even more. So let's save this as, so you can see how quickly you can create these levels. So first things first, in our canvas, level panel text, level 3. Now you could make more stages, more than 3 stages. You could have 5 stages, but yeah, I'm not going to bother having more stages. You can just add them in. All you need to do is just add more stars, and in your level manager, increase how many stages you are, and then just drag the correct stars into the references and all that kind of stuff. If you want more or less stars, it's up to you. So for this one, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to straight up just delete this, because actually no, I won't straight up delete this, because I will reuse this piece actually. So what I'm going to do is actually move this slightly, just ever so slightly, and then bring out our what is it? Tools Pro Builder window. I'm going to utilize the same piece with the edge loop, and then I'm gonna do something like that. Maybe even bring this face so it's not so steep. In fact, I might bring this whole piece in a bit. and then yeah, that's fine. But then what I'm going to do is bring this all the way in to about here. Is that slightly? That is slightly on an angle. Huh. I don't know how that happened. Wait, is our main... That seems straight. That's clearly on an angle. Oh, that's a bit annoying. Okay, we might have to start from scratch again on this piece. So the whole thing is, unless I did something that has caused it. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that I did something there that messed it up. Okay. Okay, so let's go back and select this face, bring it in. We don't need to see that much. We can make this slightly smaller. We can bring this all the way to about here. And then we're going to, with our Pro Builder, we're going to make a new shape again. Build. Set the Z value also to 0. Making sure we've applied our Alt 2 material. Why is that working? Alt 2. Oh yeah, it's applying. It applied. I just didn't notice it. Let me close that. So this is going to be kind of like another level. It's going to jump down from, and there's going to be a big gap. Boop. Okay. Oh, no, we want the object selection, and we don't want too much of a gap. Something about there is fine. In fact, we can bring this whole thing slightly this way, and we can even bring this slightly this way a bit. So we've just got a bit more of a run up to go with. Might move this slightly down. Okay, I'm happy with that. And so for our first end, this is just going to be a flat piece. We don't need Pro Builder anymore. Close that. I'm just going to snap this to the corner here, make it a bit longer. That's good enough. So that's going to be end 1. And then spawn 1 should be, yep, here. So end 1, spawn 1. And in our level manager, that's spawn 1, end 1, yeah. And so then what we're going to do is we're going to use end 1. We're going to, so we'll actually use, yeah, we'll use spawn 2 here. Spawn 2, and we're going to bring the burger right on the edge here. And then, and then end 2 will be very much like end 1, but just smaller, essentially. So I'm just going to hide end 1 for now. Rename end 2. And it's just going to be quite a bit smaller, and it's going to be right on the edge, like that. Hopefully we can actually make that. I might make it a touch bigger. Okay. So then in our level manager, we want to make sure N2. Oh yeah, that's right. N2, spawn 1. Oh no, we want spawn 2. And then we're going to go back to spawn 1 for the third for the third stage, except we're going to duplicate N2, call it N3, and then we're just going to take it and then pop it on the end here. Might have to make it a little bit smaller. Just a touch smaller. Okay, that'll do. Level manager and N3. We're keeping spawn 1. Okay, so it's untick N3. N2 is unticked. Oh, that's the old N2. We can get rid of that. Oh, which actually makes me think that our level manager, so level manager for N2, no, it was referencing the correct N2. But N1 should be enabled for the beginning. And yeah, that will be level 3. So let's give level 3 a quick test drive. Okay. Oh, that's a pretty cool one. So not red, but like pretty close to, oh, it's like almost red. It's basically red actually. Oh, okay. What we might have to do is might have to yeah, what we can do to help our burger kind of slide a bit better is actually just reduce our gravity a bit. So let's actually just bring that down to -6, which means our max power won't need to be as much. Hopefully that will let us yeah, that's a bit better. Oh yeah, perfect. There we go, game complete, because it's the last level. And when I hit play, back to level 1. No, this isn't going to work because we haven't set up our player prefs. Player prefs are what are going to be set up in the when we load. So yeah, that was just the missing thing that we needed to do in terms of physics for our burger, was to reduce the gravity to -6. Otherwise the friction was just a bit too much. So let's give this a proper test, just to make sure that our max level player prefs and everything are all working. So let's make sure we add all of our scenes to the build settings. So levels, so level 2, add open scene, level 3, add open scene. Save this, save project, and let's go to our load scene, and then just run it from here. Alright, starting off with level 1. See, we have no options, it's our maximum level. Let's hit play. Let's finish level 1. Whoops. There we go. So that's level complete. Hit play. Now if we go to our menu, we're now on level 2. We can go back to level 1, or we can move forward to level 2. Yellow, I think. Yeah, that's it. Play next level, onto level 3. We can see here, we can you go back to level 1, go to level 2, go to level 3. Can't go any further than level 3. Can't go back any further than level 1. All right. Oh. That's going to be a bit tough to do. Can we get... Oh, that's not going to be enough. Like a greenish sort of yellow. Alright, this is just going to be like a little green. There we go. Alright, this is going to be the hard one. Like an orangey... Oh. Orangey kind of color. We need like a darker orange. Oh, I'm getting so close. I'm so afraid to overshoot. Oh. Like a dark. Oh, come on. No. Like a really dark orange. There we go. Game complete. Play back to level 1. And we can go back to level 3. We can play that again if we want. Perfect. Alright, so there you see. Oh, and also, if we play this game again, because level 3 was our highest level that we've completed, once we play now, it should automatically load level 3 straight to it. And we can go back to level 2, level 1, go back to level 3. So now we have access to those 3 levels. So that's kind of like a progression system. Perfect. All right, save scene, save project. Something that we can do to also just make our burger a bit more stable is if we just go over to our burger prefab, is if we just make sure that all of our toppings, our salad, tomato, cheese, patty, all have a angular drag of 0, and make sure that our bun bottom actually has the topping physics material attached, or should I say assigned. And for the bun top, you can actually set the angular drag to 10, and that's just going to help just kind of keep all the toppings, you know, not turning too much inside. You know, or you could even change that to like 5 if you wanted it. Just helps a little bit. Save that. And if you're having any issues with the physics, where the physics are acting strange or something's, you know, suddenly going wrong, just try restarting the project and just reloading it. If you want to be able to play this game on an Android device, you will need to build the game, build an APK, and an APK is like an installation file for Android. So to do that, you need to go to your build settings and then select Android. Make sure all your scenes are loaded, and then we'll click switch platform. And then once the platform has switched, then we will go to build settings, also build, and just in the desktop you can just call this anything you want, call it sliders if you want, and then hit save and let that build. Now once your APK has finished building, you'll find it in the location wherever you built it to. And to get it onto your phone, it's just as simple as plugging your phone in via USB, and then just copy, and then find your device. It's just going to take a second to recognize the storage. Okay, here it is. And then what you can do is just paste it in here. And then just go onto your phone and go to your folder explorer or your file explorer. If your phone doesn't have a file explorer, then you can install them off the App Store. But anyway, just go to your file explorer app, open that up, and go to the location where you pasted that APK. And once you find it, just tap on the APK and click, and it'll prompt you to say, do you want to install this application? You click install, and then it will prompt you saying blocked by Play Protect. Play Protect doesn't recognize the app's developer. Apps from unknown developers can be unsafe. So you click install anyway because it's your app. Once you have finished installing it, you can find the app on the screen where all your other apps are. And then just like any other app you have on your phone, you just tap on it to open it up. And there you have it. And then you can play it on your phone. And the player prefs will work in the same way. Everything should work. Now, if it doesn't prompt you to allow the installation of the app, you may have to go into your security settings of your phone and find somewhere where you can allow the installation of unauthorized apps. But I suggest that after you finish installing your app, your custom app, that you switch that off, just for safety. I just wanted to just quickly check here. Let's go to our correct aspect here, that our UI is correct. Yep, okay. Just check all of our oh, okay, yeah, that's what I thought. It seems that we forgot to where is it? Forgot to set up the correct anchor for this panel here. So it's pretty important that we fix that. Hopefully you picked up on that when I was doing it. So hopefully that has then, because it's a prefab, let's just disable that. And hopefully that has gone and applied that change across all the scenes. So if we look at our canvas, now go, because I opened the prefab and edited the prefab directly. So now if we look at our level select panel, hopefully, yeah, okay, that's good. The panel anchors have been fixed. Oh, no. Let's just double check that here. Level select panel. Yeah, panel anchors are all fixed, all correct. Okay, so when you make a change, and if you want to fix something, just do the same things, build, and go and rebuild it. And you can actually, if you want to, just overwrite the APK. Even when you copy it across, you can overwrite it. Because the thing is that this APK, I've already installed it, right? So the actual installation, this isn't what the phone uses to run the game. This is just an installation file. So after you've installed the app, you can actually just delete that, and the app is still on your phone. So overwriting it won't affect your current installation. But when you install it, it will overwrite the installation of the app that you already installed on your phone. If you are interested in seeing how you can build this game for a web browser to be shared online, then I recommend going through our previous Unity tutorial series, which shows you how to make a mini golf game and shows you how to upload and share that using Unity Connect.